Syracuse head coach Gary Gait, got Owen Hiltz, Rhoa, John Mullen. A quick opening statement from the coach, and then we'll take questions.
Great. Great team effort. You know, on a quick turnaround, 2 days to prepare for a top 20 team, which they are. I think they're very capable. You know, they hung around for a long time with us, and you know what? We kept to the big game plan and made plays all over the field and answered every time they made a little run or got a goal. We answered back with timely plays, and I just thought for a quick turnaround, we did a great job. You know, did some things differently on the defense in 2 days. Is just shows how dialed in our defense is to change up a game plan and be able to execute it basically with one pre-game practice. So I was very impressed by that and happy how they played, and I thought the offense executed really well again and put it away in the fourth. So overall, great team effort, goaltending solid, faceoffs were outstanding, and that's how you win games against top 20 opponents.
Oh, and when you guys sort of get in a rhythm in offense, is there just like a switch that flips that you feel in terms of being in a rhythm? I mean, you scored 7 goals in the fourth quarter. Like, how do you guys stay connected there in terms of turning it on?
I wouldn't say it's really a switch. I think it's just once we find it, we find it. We kind of just ride the wave of the whole game. So there'll be some times when we go on a little cold streak, but once we find kind of our rhythm and start controlling the pace and finishing the ball, we kind of capitalize, and it just makes it easy.
Owen, on the flip side of that, what happens sometimes to you guys coming out? It happened last game too. Coming out in the third quarter, you guys came out kind of flat. Obviously, we had a great fourth quarter to make up for it. But what happens in the third quarter sometimes when you guys come out flat like that?
I mean, Towson's a good team, so they threw some junk at us. It's not like we didn't really execute what we were trying to do. I think Coach March mentioned it in the locker room after the game. It was we didn't control the pace of the play. They had possessions for 6 minutes at a time, maybe, I don't know, like a long time, and then we just came down and took the first opportunity. And we kind of figured that out in the fourth, and that's kind of when we got on the roll.
Luke, how do you generate so much power in those shots, kind of in with as well as in the placement? How does it feel coming off your stick?
I got my boy from home, Mac Haley, and Steve-O, Jake Stevens, stringing my stick, so they put some magic in that, and it goes.
And with both hands, you got 2 on the left. I think this game. How do you kind of practice to be so strong on either side, either left or right?
Yeah, I just work on both hands every day and try to get better shooting the ball.
Coach, you had 4 players score at least 3 goals today. What's that kind of say about this team's unselfish nature that anyone can kind of go off at any point?
Well, we've talked a lot about culture this year and playing team lacrosse, and you know, we keep saying you move the ball, we'll score goals, and you know, when you move the ball, they try and overplay one player, make a play on one, we spin the ball, and these guys are getting opportunities, and they're getting good opportunities, and that's why we have so many multiple scorers, because it doesn't matter who's out there, they're moving the ball till we find the good, open, quality shots.
Coach, you spoke a bit about culture. I think it was maybe 8 minutes left, and somebody dove in the corner, left corner, to save a clear for you guys. What about that a play like that kind of says or kind of tells you what type of culture you're building and what type of team you have this year?
Well, I think you know, the plays they're making out there, they're demonstrating that they care. And they don't just care that we're winning, they care no matter what the score is. They want to be their best, and they want to do it for each other. And we've been talking about that quite a bit, that, you know, it doesn't matter if you score, it doesn't matter if you assist, it doesn't matter if you do anything, as long as we win and we're successful. So guys are going out there willing to do anything, from a dive to, you know, picking up a ground ball to setting picks, whatever it is that needs to be done that's going to create opportunities for our team, they're willing to do. So a dive's just an example of that.
Yeah, Coach, you guys forced a few mistakes on the ride, especially in the second quarter. He was just talking about effort. What did you see today from the boys that, you need to be seeing carrying forward, especially with a big matchup coming up this Saturday?
Well, we made an adjustment. We changed, Coach March changed up the ride and implemented it in one practice. And I thought it worked very well. I think they were struggling to find the open players. They didn't know who was going to be open. Obviously, they cleared the ball, but not at a, we hit our number when we set a goal every game, and we held them below their normal clearing, or actually, I don't know about that. They've only played 2 games, but over last year, we held them way below their clearing average, so it was a good job.
John, 17 for 25 for you today on faceoffs. Just what made you so effective out there?
Just trusting my wings a lot. They mean the world to me, and just coming into the game with a good mentality, killer mentality, wanting the best for the team.
John, you had 6 in a row for wins for faceoffs tonight. To start the game, how important were those in helping the offense kind of capitalize throughout tonight?
Yeah, I just want to do my best to get the ball to guys like Owen and Luke. So just go out there, do my best, and work really well with my wings.
Owen or Luke, either one of you. Fourth quarter, you guys kind of really turned it on. What did you see out there that kind of allowed for you guys to really blow the game open there?
I think it wasn't really that our offense changed too much. I think Coach March just made a little tweak, and I said it earlier, it was kind of not taking the first thing that you see. It's just going to show up again and again, but even better. And, yeah, I mean, good fourth quarter.
Also for Owen and Luke, I want to take you back to that last goal of the game, the alley-oop kind of goal there. Do you guys ever practice that at all?
Maybe once.
No, we tossed around the ball after practice a few times. We got a good connection. So I guess he saw me and just tried to get me hurt, but
No.
just
Coach, I feel like, again, every time you guys scored, kind of Towson would answer back or vice versa, especially in that second or third quarter. How are you guys able to separate down the stretch and kind of turn what was sort of a close game?
We just stuck to our game plan and made plays. And, on Johnny Mullen's performance today, I thought it was one of his best performances in the fact that he was able to actually settle us down and control the pace. There was multiple times he could have created fast break opportunities, but he did what was best for the team, and that was giving us a possession, allowing us to control the ball so our defense could get a rest. So, my hat really goes off to his game today and what he was able to do. It was more than just winning possessions. He allowed us to control the game quite a bit.
Is there always like an air of caution when you end a team season the year before, like you did Towson, and they come in?
Oh, we knew they were coming. They certainly provided bulletin board material talking about the fact that they thought they could have beat us last year if they had more possessions, and it just came down to the possessions last year. And I think we just wanted to play well again and prove that we were a better team.
Coach, just 2 saves from McCool in the first half and then 7 in the third quarter. What do you think allowed him to settle in so well?
Well, I think if you watch that first half, the shots were tough. They weren't just shooting. They were like the ball falls down the middle, guy picks it up, and he's right in front of the goal, diving shot. A rebound, tapping on empty net. There were some shots that you aren't going to save. And then when our defense got settled down, put some pressure on him, he started making the saves in the third. And I think, again, over 50%, 9 saves, great job. It's what we need out of him consistently.
Going into first road trip of the season, what's some advice you're giving to the freshmen, the younger guys, about how to stay locked in a hostile environment?
Oh, I think our leadership on the team can handle that. We just talk about we got a job to do. We're going down. It's a work trip. So we're going to be going down there to execute our game plan and put the same effort we do here as we do here at the Dome. So looking forward to being there and being a part of that one. It's going to be fun.
Coach, right before this, the Towson coach, mentioned how you guys were getting some guys like Burt or McCarthy for the second lineup or third lineup, getting goals. How important is it to have guys from your second or third offensive rotation sort of getting these goals early in the season to build confidence as you go forward?
I think it's great, the fact that, we're scoring with 2 lines, 3 lines of middies is awesome. It just shows that we're getting some depth on the offensive end of the field, and I think the depth showed on the defense. We played, multiple LSMs and short 60 mid guys, and we still held them to 7. That's a really good team, and to hold them to 7, there's not going to be many teams this year that can do that to them.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.